In this video, we are going to show you how to apply the spray tan. Begin with your client facing away from you and their back towards you. We're going to work section by section. Never spray directly onto the client. Start up your spray away from the client and work down in horizontal lines across their back. And spray across the back of the client's neck. Then work onto the arms, starting from the shoulders, working down to the hands, always remembering to pull away from the hands as you get closer to them. Then we'll move down to the back of the legs, starting from the top of the waist, working down to the feet. Again, when you get towards the feet, move the gun away from the feet as you do not want to over tan these. Here we are demonstrating some overspray. So the tan is dripping down the client's leg and I'm using a mitt to remove the excess tan. Now I've asked my client to bend forwards so that we can get the white patches just under the bum cheek. Spray these areas and then you will need to dry them immediately. Otherwise, as soon as the client stands up, the skin will touch and the tan will remove again. Then ask your client to stand to the right. Begin by spraying down the side of their neck. Again, here's a little bit of overspray, so we just dab that off with the mitt. Ask your client to raise their arm and begin spraying down the waist. Then we move on to the legs, spraying from the top down to the bottom and moving away from the feet as we reach them. Then on to the inner thigh, spray down the bikini line first and then work in horizontal lines down the inside of the client's leg. Again, moving away from the feet as you move towards them. Then ask your client to turn to the left side and repeat the process over again, starting with the neck, moving down to the waist and then down to the legs. Ask your client to face you and work down the chest area, down to the upper waist. Ask your client to lift their head and spray under the neck. Ask your clients to bring their arms forwards and work down the front of their arms, remembering to move the gun away from the hands as you spray down. Ask your client to rotate their arms round and spray lightly into these areas as you don't want to overspray, it's not a natural tanning area. Then ask your clients to position their fingers into a claw shape. Then you're going to use a spiral action to spray over the hands very lightly. Then move down to the front part of the legs, working the bikini line first, down the front of the legs, again moving away from the feet as you get to them. Again, you're going to use a spiral action to spray over the top of the feet very lightly. Then we're going to move on to the face. Ask your client to hold their breath and let them know when you're about to spray, and then spray down the front of their face, and then ask the client to move their face from side to side and spray down either side. In this part, I remove the gun from the hose and I begin to dry the client with the warm air. Work over the whole body, drying the client. Then with a wet wipe, you're going to remove the barrier cream and any excess spray from the nails of your client and wipe around the bottom of the feet where we don't naturally tan. Hold out a piece of wet wipe for your client to be able to rub the tan off the palms of their hands. And then remove again any excess from the knuckles and nails of your client.